That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Corporate indebtedness is now quite high, and I think it's a danger.
And welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. We'll re-rack that in a moment. That was Yellen. Let's try it again. Here we go.
Corporate indebtedness is now quite high, and I think it's a danger that if there is something else that causes a downturn, that high levels of corporate leverage could prolong the downturn and lead to lots of bankruptcies in the non-financial corporate sector.
Corporate debt is huge. They're distracting investors with this tariff talk. Think about it. Ever since the stock market in February, remember I made my announcement on January 16th that this would happen. February, the market dropped about 11%. Took over 220 days to get back that 11%. Then the market dropped again. It couldn't make a new high. It couldn't hold its new high. The market dropped again in September, another 11%. And it's been struggling. It's been struggling to get off that bottom of 11%. We've been in a range of 7%, where we've been in this range from 280. March of 2009, 300%. But the economy's not even growing. How can you grow a stock market 300% and the economy can't even grow 3% on an annual basis? But you're going 300% with the stock market? What are you, nuts? The stock market, the 300% rally has stopped for the same exact reason it stopped and crashed in 2008. Because all these stock market bubbles are created by a stimulus. That's called money. And stimulus has to be paid back because it's debt. Stimulus is debt. And if you go back, you can see exactly why this economy never recovered since 2008 crash. It's been propped up with a stimulus, trillions of dollars to prop this economy up, to prop the stock market up. See, after 2008 crash, Obama used debt as a stimulus to revive the economy when he should have done what Reagan did. Reagan created an atmosphere of less regulation. He created more access to capital, but not give them capital, debt. He created access to capital. Example, he started to get the stock market, get people to start loaning again to companies, get the market to do its job. He didn't go out and print $22 trillion and give it to people with free money, especially the corporations. He didn't print money and say, okay, now the Fed here, we printed all this money. Let's buy $65 billion. We'll print $65 billion. It's called stimulus. And we'll buy all the 10-year treasury yields so we can remove this, get the stock market, get the interest from 3.7% back down to 1%. See, he should have done what Reagan did. Create an atmosphere of less regulations, give more access to capital for small and startup businesses. See, that was the solution for Obama. I talked about this on Friday. That was the solution. When the stock market crashed in 2008, there was one solution he should have went to. The same solution Reagan did, to back small businesses, the backbone of our country, the backbone of our economy, because they create 68% of the country's new jobs. See, that's what we needed to create, not new debt. They're putting more debt on an already debt-ridden economy. You should be creating jobs, not more debt. You should be increasing wages and savings, not more debt. Because you got to pay that debt off at one time. And every bubble that is stimulated by doing the same thing, it comes to a point, the stimulation, the debt has to be paid off. And they can't pay it. And that's when it crashes, just exactly what's going on now. See, Obama believed that government, big government, was the solution to any economic problem. That's what he thought. He was wrong. He was wrong. And remember a few weeks ago, remember what he was trying to take credit for this economy?
When you hear all this talk about economic miracles right now, remember who started it.
Yes, and that's what we're going to remember today. He started it. Let him take the credit. Let him take the credit. Because what he started in 2008, we are living with today, which is going to create the crash. He created the stimulus, the debt. It does nothing but make the problems even worse. Look, in 2009, here you have Obama, a neighborhood organizer, no business sense. He's a socialist Democrat. He didn't understand, nor did Baby Bush understand. Baby Bush did the same thing. He tried to stimulate the economy after 9/11. He tried to stimulate it, giving people low rates and go buy homes, pick their own payments. How did that work out? See, because once that stimulus was created, the money, that debt, it had to be paid back. And what happened to the stock market and the housing market and financial markets? They crashed because at some point you got to pay the stimulus, which is debt, back. It doesn't end well. It never ends well. All these bubbles they create through stimulus, this debt just doesn't end well. So, and even worse, when they did the debt at zero interest, you still got to pay it back. And the corporations have $9 trillion in debt. Are you nuts? $9 trillion. But that's not our only debt. We have a $20 trillion national debt, almost $21 trillion. It's growing 36% faster than our economy's growing. We have $110 trillion unfunded debt for Social Security and Medicare. We have $13 trillion in household debt, rising 60% faster than wages. We have $4 trillion in revolving debt, i.e. auto, student loans, credit cards. And today it was out in the Wall Street Journal how we're now starting to get historic defaults, delinquencies. People just don't understand. It's not the tariffs. We'll explain, take a look at some of the stocks the members own, and they're doing pretty well when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Philsgang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
I think this is politics. I don't think it's real. If you look at corporate assets, they're at an all-time record high. Corporate profits, they're at an all-time record high. Corporate delinquencies are very close to a record low. Corporate cash is close to a record high.
That is a bold-faced lie. Corporate debt is at $9 trillion. How much cash they have? $1.8 trillion. Also, where he's lying, our corporate debt at $9 trillion is 45% of our GDP. Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to them. Their jobs that get you to go out and spend. I've said this, the worst thing about these TV shows, these financial shows, they always have to fight for advertising dollars. And the big auto dealers, the big auto manufacturers, no matter who they are, they want to give their money. Remember, it's a fight. You got CNBC, you got Fox Business Now, and you have Bloomberg. Those are the big three. And they fight for those advertising dollars. They all want Ford. They all want GM. They all want the same advertisers. So who do they select? The ones who can pump the economy the best, who are the best salespeople, who can convince you to go out and spend to buy their products. What do we know? We know our economy grows by spending. When people consume, it grows. 70% of our growth is GDP. For him to say debt is not a problem, it's killing us. It's killing us. The way we grew this rally, the 300% rally, was all debt. That was the worst thing that Obama could do. And that's why he never could grow the economy above 3% on an annual basis, because of the debt. Debt is a terrible thing. The consequences of debt are terrible. It lowers wages, puts pressure on wages. It's amazing. It kills wages. It kills savings. It kills growth. See, stimulus money, when they did the stimulus, when they started to print money in 2009, remember, it's extra money that has to be printed. So that lowers the buying power of the dollars in your wallet, in your savings. So the consumer, his dollars are worth a lot less. That's called inflation. It created massive inflation. Since 2008 to the end of Obama's administration, inflation caused food prices to increase 147%. Gasoline, 85%. From the beginning, when he took office till he left, food prices went up 147%, gasoline 85%, healthcare 165%, and all the other staples you need 112%. What are you, nuts? What slowed the economy, the growth, is this huge stimulus debt. And then he turns around and he says, I'm going to interfere in the market and I'm going to stimulate. I'm going to interfere in the economy and I'm going to stimulate it with all this debt. Then he does something worse. He adds 20,000 new regulations. Reagan got rid of the regulations. And then he hit a record annual, and those 20,000 regulations cost businesses $122 billion. Remember, he wasn't a business person. He had no experience. This guy was nothing more than a street vendor, for God's sakes. Community organizer. What are you, nuts? Look, during this time, 5% of the population were getting enormously wealthy. Why? Because that stimulus money, when they were printing all this money and they kept purchasing the 10-year Treasury yields, and they call QE, that's called QE, the corporations could buy all that money, borrow it free, near 0% from 2009 right up to the last day of 2015. So they were enjoying enormous profits. 5% of the population control 85% of the profits in the stock market, while 95% of the population saw no increase in their wages. Their wages are the same as they were back in the 70s, adjusted for inflation. Their savings went to hell. The quality of full-time jobs went to hell. They were all bartending and waitress jobs. Think about this. Under Reagan, 22% of corporate profits went to the workers, trickled down to the workers. So their savings increased, their spending increased, but not from debt. Every time under Obama, all the way up to, and even today, it's all debt. When people go spend, they're buying debt. Under Reagan, because he let, under those days when they had a year they made $13 trillion in profits, the corporations, 22% of that $13 trillion went to Main Street. It trickled down to them. So that means their savings increased. Also, by the way, their wages went up because corporations took a lot of their money and they plowed it back into the company for capital investment, new machinery, equipment, especially technology that increase productivity. And when you increase productivity, people get wages. They get higher wages. But see, that's what Reagan did. The economy grew by 5 to 7% compared to Obama's annual growth at 2.8%. He couldn't grow it because debt was a killer. Debt is a killer. But nobody's talking about this. Nobody. All they talk about is the tariffs. Are you nuts? So 95% of the population saw nothing. So what they do? They duped him. They had to dupe him into thinking they were doing well. So they see the stock market going up, and they said, look, the economy's doing great. So what do our owners do? They duped him. They made the 95% feel good that they were participating in this wealth. Know what they did? They didn't increase their wages. They didn't give them better jobs. They subsidized their low wages and their incomes with credit cards. Autos, new automobiles, student loan. Now their debt went up to $4 trillion. That's not including their household debt of $13 trillion. What are you, nuts? We'll take a look at our members' stocks when we get back.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, this is Kelsey Grammer. When military service members head into battle, none are expected to face the enemy alone, but many return home and become isolated as they struggle with the visible and invisible wounds of war. It can be difficult knowing how to overcome that challenge and rekindle bonds similar to those formed in the military. Wounded Warrior Project supports these injured veterans through their recoveries by connecting them with fellow warriors and their communities. No one should fight this battle alone. Join us at woundedwarriorproject.org.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You know, we raise money every day for St. Jude, and we need your help. And I will reach out to you and help you learn how to invest in stocks. It's a whole new game out there. No more is there investing in stocks based on fundamentals. Those days are gone, totally gone. So look, join my gang, philsgang.com. I'll help you, and then you help St. Jude. Learn how to use a chart.
Sign up today. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Today, headlines: U.S. debt nears $22 trillion mark as storm clouds indicate another financial crisis. Yes, when you have debt, especially through stimulating that debt, printing that money, creating all this debt, that's what happened in 2008. That's what's happening now. This is exactly what they're saying. These are the headlines for the day. Student loans, all new all-time highs. And their delinquencies as well. Auto loans, same thing, all-time new high. But delinquencies, all-time new high as well. We'll talk more about this when we get back and how to make money. But first, let's go see how my members are doing.
Phil's Gang Stock Corner is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 Stock Charts.
The MaxVest 1000, known as the MV2 color-coded chart, identifies the largest insurance companies, the big pension funds, hedge funds, they're the ones who moved your stock up and down. So the easiest thing is always follow the money. I created this, the algorithms, took me years, did it for my own use, and then I decided to offer it to the public because it's a great product. Now, I'll give you an example. Now, shorting. We talk about shorting all the time, how important it is to sell shorts. Unfortunately, Wall Street has taken parking space in your head. They think you sit on the longest stupid bench in the world. They think they can convince you, don't ever sell stock short. Just always stay in and buy. And when the stock starts coming down, keep cost averaging down. Buy more of it. How stupid is that? Your stock goes at 20, now it goes down to 10, buy more of it? What are you, nuts? That's ridiculous. But they have a reason for that. Because the system is set up where these money managers, the head of the 401k, the mutual fund managers, the brokers, they get 40 to 50, sometime more % of the pile. So if they're managing a fund of $10 million, they don't want you selling. They want to see that $10 million go to $20 million. They get 40, 50% of it. So that every time you call and say, what do you think? What do you think? Do you ever hear them say cash out? Of course not. What are you, nuts? So right now, the banks are in real trouble. These banks are so weak, it's incredible. The other day, it was 2 weeks ago when the market went up on a Monday, 2 weeks ago, Monday, went up like 600 points. I said to my members, look, do not chase it. Look at the banks. They're not supporting the rally. And you have to have banks supporting the rally. The banks are getting killed. Remember when they raised interest rates? They said, oh, look at this. Banks are going to do fantastic because they make more money when they raise interest rates. What happened? Bank stocks went down. Why? Because they know that the raising of interest rates was wrong. They know the only reason why they raised rates was to create an illusion going into the midterms elections that everything's wonderful. Everything's wonderful. The economy is booming. Behind me, remember this? We used to hear this all the time. All the time we used to hear this.
Our economy is surging along. It's surging. It's a rocket ship right now.
Yeah, now he's gone to this. He's changed his mind now. Charles has changed his mind to this.
It's easy to see that the market is adjusting for a slower economy.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's the greatest economy in the world?
This is the greatest economy ever.
Oh, but now he seems adjusting. Here's what he's not telling you. It's not adjusting at all. It's time to pay back the debt. Just like in 2008, when they had to pay their debt back, people started to decide, do I pay the debt back on my house or do I keep my credit cards? They kept their credit cards instead of paying on their house because and then when you don't pay your debt back, everything crashes, and that's what's happening now. It just takes time. As I said on January 16th, it takes a year for the stock market to crash. You start getting the signals in the beginning, and then you start getting these small corrections, and you get the volatility. Then by a year's time, you finally get the big capitulation. So here we are. So we've been shorting J.P. Morgan. We started again, and we started to short Citi, my members. So we have a 10% profit in Citi. We have a 7% profit in J.P. Morgan. Now, again, I'm not suggesting every gang member made 10% on Citi and 7% on J.P. Morgan. Some members don't get in at the same time. Some get in later. Some get in earlier. So so the banks are going to get weaker and weaker. We also picked up on Ralph Lauren, 9% profit by selling it short. U.S. Steel picked up a 14% profit by selling it short. Having the ability to make money when a stock goes down is incredible. Think about it. Not to do that is nuts. How can you be in a stock market and say, I'm just going to buy? When the market drops, remember, the market goes down 10 times faster than it goes up. When they pull their bids out, all you got to do with me, once it starts turning red, I tell you, I send you an alert. I said, look, it's turned red. Sell short. You push a little button, you sell short. You don't even have to know what it means. And then when it's red, it's going down. Then when it starts turning green, we buy it back. Now, at the same time, we bought Builder PHM, went up 9%. JetBlue, we bought that, went up 12%. Southwest Airlines up 4%. Nugget Gold is up 6%. So it works. It's not a gimmick. You join my gang and you can make a decision. You can just be part of that group if you want, the video group where we just send you the alerts. You don't go to class. I mean, you're welcome to do it all. But if you don't want to learn, that's fine. If you don't want to do anything, that's fine. Say, I just want to make money. That's fine. We send you the alerts. And when we send you the alerts, we tell you when to buy it. We tell you when to add to it. We tell you when to sell it. We tell you when to run like hell. So try it for 4 weeks. It's $39.95 and see if it works. But you got to learn how to sell a stock short. You got to make money when it goes down. Why wouldn't anybody want to do that? I know why. Because they stuck fear in your head. Everything's been, if you short, you're going to lose everything. No, if you don't short, you're going to lose everything. Remember the 2008 crash? Imagine if you shorted that. Remember the dot-com crash? Imagine if you shorted that. Remember all the money you lost when the dot-com crash went down. You could have been making money shorting it. How about the housing crash and bank crash, financial crash? When the stock market plummeted, all you had to do was sell it short. It's really frustrating. So, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. And all I ask, if you start doing well, please remember St. Jude. I'm trying to reach out to you to tell you right now that I said January 16th, I said mark this day down. I said the first day of the crash. Look, it is over. It's going to take time, but it's over. You can't have this kind of debt. Look, when you have big debt like this, and 95% of the population does, it's just the consequences are enormous. You have lower wages. You have lower income. You have lower savings. When we have lower savings, small businesses and startups can't get going. They depend on savings. But when people don't save because they're not making enough money and they're going from paycheck to paycheck, that means the backbone of our economy, the small business and startup business, which creates 68% of our jobs, they can't do it. You're going to have smaller returns on your savings because of all this debt. Smaller returns on your 401k, your pensions, your annuities. But you're going to have higher costs with food, your shelter, your clothing, education, especially healthcare costs. But here's what's amazing. During this whole boom of 300%, the 5% population, they were duped into thinking they were doing well because you could take your credit cards. They expanded your credit. You go to the credit store, go to stores using your credit cards, buy what you want. You thought you were doing well because you could go buy a car. If you could just fog up the rearview mirror, they'd sell it to you. You could go get a student loan. They duped you. But now you got to pay for that debt. And so doesn't the country.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I want you to think about this for a moment. So the stock market, the 300% rally, a market, the S&P is going up 300%. The economy is only growing 2.8%, even say 3%. That's ridiculous in itself. And our debt is growing 35% faster than our economy. But yet our stock market's up 300%. Isn't that, what do you think, it's magic that moves the stock market up? Of course not. What moves the market up is money. So what these corporations been doing, and the big hedge funds and Wall Street getting all this money free since 2009. Instead of taking the money and the companies and putting it into the economy and to get the wages up so people could go out and spend and they could make more money and they could, in other words, get them to save. But all the corporations did, they took care of themselves. The CEOs took care of themselves. They got fantastically rich. 95% of the population sat there, no wage increases. They're hurting paycheck to paycheck. And Obama, for that whole time, that 8 years, all he kept doing is more debt, print more money, give it to the CEOs, keep moving that stock market up, keep pushing that stock market up, keep buying your own shares. In the meantime, 95% of the population is hurting. The economy from within is imploding because the economy is not growing. When you don't have wages going up and you don't have savings going up, you're dead. But what was going up? Yes, the stock market was going up, but it was fake. It was 300%. But what was really going up that wasn't fake was debt. $21 trillion in national debt, growing 36% faster than the economy. You have $110 trillion in unfunded debt. You know, Social Security, Medicare, they don't know where they're going to get the money for it. That's debt. That is debt. $13 trillion in household debt. That's growing 60% faster than wages. They got to pay that back. That's what's happening right now. That's why the market's going to crash. $4 trillion in revolving debt. That means, i.e., auto loans, student loans, credit card. You got to start paying those back. That's what happened in 2008. Then the market crashed. The corporate debt is the most serious, because they only have $1.8 trillion in cash. They used all their cash to do stock buybacks so the CEOs can get very, very wealthy and the biggest shareholders. But remember, the workers didn't get wealthy, and our economy didn't grow. Our economy on an annual basis is still not growing. After 10 years, we can't grow this economy to 3-4%. What are you, insane? Now, you can make money in this market by not listening to the experts. Listen, this is crazy.
Hey, so my question was on Morgan Stanley. I've been adding to my position for about 4 or 5 months. I don't know if I should just cut my losses.
No. You're buying a very good financial. James Gorman's doing a remarkable job. But to sell Morgan Stanley here with that kind of value, I think will be a mistake.
A mistake? To cut your losses? You should have never had these kind of losses. This guy has losses now of about, I don't know, let's say he got in around $50 and it dropped down to about $40. That's about, 14%, if I'm right? 20%. So he's sitting there with a 20% loss. He should have never taken that loss. When it turned from green to red, if he was a member, and this is one of the stocks we invest in all the time, our members were shorting it because it was red. Kramer tells them, oh, stay in it. It's a good company. I know the CEO. What the hell does that have to do with it? If the institutions are pulling the money out and we identify it by your chart being red, isn't it worth taking a look at that? And then you simply hit the button. But here's what's even better. We tell you when to hit it. We tell you when to keep adding. We tell you when to get out. We tell you when to run like hell. Or if you want to learn how to invest, we have the best educational program in the world. But a lot of people don't want to learn. A lot of people say, I just want to make money. I don't want to learn. And we got a program. It's our video group. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. So please sign up, help yourself, and then help St. Jude. Look, I'm telling you, the biggest problem that this country is having is both with the dot-com crash, the housing crash, yes, and the dot-com crash, but these are the housing crash. What did he do? He did the same thing. They printed money, it's called stimulus, and they took that money and they flooded it into the housing market where people could buy houses, pick their own payments, what they do. They rallied the market big time. And then what finally happened? When people had to pay that stimulus back, they couldn't, could they? And the market crashed, right? We're in the same situation right now. See, all Obama had to do is do what Reagan did. Say, look, I don't want big government. What I'm going to do is stand out of the way, and I'm going to let small business, I'm going to let them have the reign. I'm going to help them. I'm going to create an environment where government stays out of their way. I'm going to create an environment where there's less regulations for them. What did he do? He put on 22,000 new regulations. That's what he did. I'm going to help businesses find money. And how do they do that? They take regulations off these banks so that they can go and borrow. But even better than that, create jobs so people save more, and then a small businessman can go and borrow from the bank because there's savings there from people whose wages went up and they're doing well. And they put the money in the bank, and now the small business, the startup, can come in and borrow from that bank. See how it works? That's the way it should be. But to come in and give everybody money free, you got to pay the piker at some point. This was ridiculous. This is crazy. But for them to keep telling us how great this economy was, it wasn't. And remember, what really helped these companies was the $1.5 trillion tax cut. Because what did that do? First, the stock buybacks, when they borrowed money free and they did stock buybacks, remember what that does? That increases earnings that otherwise would not have happened. That increases the stock price that otherwise did not happen and should not happen. That's called the bubble. So when they did stock buybacks and they got the money and they did stock buybacks, the stock went from $10 to $20. It should have never gone from 10 to 20. It only went up from 10 to 20 because it was financially engineered. It was accounting trickery. By reducing the amount of shares the company has, now the CEO is spreading his earnings over less shares. That pushes up the stock. Instead of from $5 to 10, it goes from $5 to 20. That's a bubble. Then they kept borrowing more. Hey, let's do it again. Do it again. They've been doing that since 2009. Now they got $9 trillion in debt. And remember, when their shares have gone up, it didn't go up because their stock price didn't go up because they increased their margins, made more profits. Their stock price didn't go up because they're selling more. Their top-line sales were better. In fact, most of their top-line sales have been dropping while their stock price goes up, because it's supported by this fraud. But there's going to be such tremendous opportunity as this market collapses. You know, this is what really got me the other day.
So, I mean, we're talking about earnings growth of 29% in the third quarter, year over year, 29%.
But what she's not telling you, half of that came from the tax cuts. Tax cuts, not from earnings due to better products, better margins, watching the overhead. No, that's like magic. Are you kidding me? So the earnings went up because of the tax cut. The tax cut's not going to be there all forever. And then when they do the stock buybacks, that boosts earnings even more. So look, at this point, if you really want to participate in this market, you didn't short the dot-coms, you didn't short the housing con, why don't you learn how to short the Q-con, the QE-con? 877-600-GANG. It's only $39.95. Work with me for a month. I'll reach out to you. You reach back to St. Jude. Just 1 month, $39.95. What are you, nuts? See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.